A few years ago, I wrote this book on happiness. And one of the concepts that I talked about was how many of us, at some point or another, have suffered from that Jerry Maguire, you complete me syndrome. And that's where we imagine that there's something that we can achieve in the future that's going to make us feel happier and more complete than we're able to be right now. And so we hear ourselves saying or thinking things like, as soon as I get to 100,000 social media followers, or as soon as I purchase my first home, or as soon as I meet my soulmate, or as soon as quarantine is over and things get back to normal, then I'm going to feel happier. But from a spiritual perspective, the Buddha and those kinds of guys would say that A, you're already complete. And then B, you're as happy as you're able to be right now. In other words, there's nothing that's going to happen tomorrow that can make you more complete than you're able to be right here and right now. I mean, if you think about it, if you're miserable right now, what makes you think that you're going to be happier with more than what you currently have? Because here's the thing, there's always going to be more. And the more likely scenario is that your inherent happiness is somehow being concealed. And maybe that's a result of trauma or stress or ego, or you haven't forgiven someone, right? And that's the value of inner work, because as you do your inner work, the way you know it's working is that the questions you ask are changing. Instead of asking, hey, when is lockdown going to be over so we can get back to normal, you may ask, how can I use this moment to express the happiness and the creativity that I feel inside? So in other words, happiness becomes more of the driving force which is fueling your pursuits, as opposed to the imagined payoff of some external acquisition. And that's why inner work is still relevant for anybody who wants to optimize their potential, because it's really the only thing that connects us with our source of inner happiness. And once you have that connection, there is no future acquisition or experience that can compete with that. So there's no more postponing and delaying happiness until something better happens to you. Instead, you get to a point where you can appreciate what you have now even more, because the inner happiness allows you to become more grateful and more present to what you have right now. If this resonates, please share, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I add new videos daily, so make sure you click to subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you want to see the next insight, just click on over to the right. You can also follow me on Instagram at LightWatkins, and I look forward to seeing you next time.